with Sciplin from Coldwell Banker, and today I'm with Esther Chien from The Loan Story. Hi, Esther.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good.
Well, thanks for doing this with us today.
Yes.
So, tell us about the name The Loan Story. That's not a very common name you hear today.
Yeah, our company name, The Loan Story, comes from the idea that every client has a story, and we're here to present and paint their story to the lender so that when the loan goes through underwriting, the underwriter is not left to guess on their own. We find that a lot of times doing this and packaging it in a clean way enables the loan to go through much smoother and faster.
No, very cool. Yeah, I know that the deals that you helped me on is funny. It's a real quick funny story. I'm pretty sure I told you. We were going to do the inspection, and I'm walking in the door, and the lady is standing in front of the door, and it's like, "Are you here to do inspections?" She said, "No, I'm here to do the appraisal." And I kind of looked at her, and it's like, "Whoa." So it's like the quickness of how you took care of that was very impressive. So let everybody know things happen very quickly here. Well, they happen when they're supposed to happen, put that way.
Yes.
So what kind of products do you offer people that are looking for loans?
I would say we offer kind of the whole gamut of products. I like to say that we're the one-stop mortgage shop for all your mortgage financing needs, because that goes anywhere from like your first-time home buyer who's looking for down payment assistance programs or closing cost assistance to your very seasoned investor who's just looking for specifically investment products. So jumbo, conventional, even government loans for veterans, we offer the whole range.
Oh, cool. Very cool. So when someone actually, let me start with this question. So when you first meet someone and you first have that first conversation, what kind of rapport do you build with your clients?
Usually when we meet a client, I like to see ourselves as an advisor. So going beyond just taking the loan application and doing the loan, we really like to do the consultation part where we look at, hey, what are your short-term, long-term goals and which product is most suitable for you? We find out where they feel comfortable with their budget, look at numbers. In the market here, it's very much data-driven, so people love the numbers. Yeah. And we advise them according to what the market looks like, how they have to be equipped even mentally to have a winning offer in this market.
Oh, yeah. And that mental part is very important because clients get stuck sometimes.
Yes.
And we have to try to take the emotion out of it.
Exactly.
To make it more of a logical decision based on whatever we're seeing as far as price and condition of the home and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Even though buying is an emotional experience, and when you walk in the home that
Very
first time, you kind of want to build a connection between the home and the client, but there still has to be a little bit of separation so they can make a logical decision for everything.
Right. That's exactly true.
So I was talking to an agent in my office a couple of days ago, and we had a question about paperwork, and the question basically was pre-qualifications, pre-approvals. Different parts of the country they label it different things.
Yeah.
And different lenders may label a pre-qualification as a pre-approval.
Yes.
So how would you explain that to people out there?
I would say you'll see a lot in the industry, like you said, these terms are almost used interchangeably. However, if we want to be very, specific, pre-qualification is usually when you take down the information like income, assets, credit, and then kind of just do a quick review of whether this buyer can qualify and for how much. Now for the pre-approval stage, it's a little bit further where you actually collect documents, review documents. We're looking at everything the underwriter is going to be looking at. So we do it almost like a pre-underwrite for that file. Now, a lot of lenders also offer what's called a pre-underwritten approval. Now, that's even one step further where we actually submit it to an underwriter to review. And for those scenarios, it's case by case depending on what the client needs. I would say for your most clean-cut borrower, that's not absolutely necessary. But if sometimes there's a gray area or borderline where we're not sure how the underwriter is going to call it, that's when I'm going to recommend them do a pre-underwritten approval.
Okay. And that's a very important distinction to have because one, thank you for mentioning that, because clients don't understand what that difference is.
Yes.
And they go online, fill out an application, says, I'm pre-approved. It's like,
not quite.
Not quite. And with as quick as things happen in our market, we have to make sure on the listing side that buyer is qualified to purchase that home.
Definitely, right.
We don't want to get into a situation where we're bringing somebody in, it's not going to close because it's not only wasting the seller's time, it's wasting the buyer's time too. So the name of the game is closing deals, basically here.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. So what kind of timelines are you looking at for your closings?
For our closing timeline, and it largely depends on the market that we're looking at. I think in a very competitive market, I think people are always asking for 15 to 21 days. I would say on average now I see more around 21 to 30 days. And 30 days is very standard, very average. And just give everyone a little bit breathing room. But should it need to be shortened, I think that's doable as well.
Okay. So is there anything that you'd like to let the people know out there? Or actually, there's another question I have for you too. Condos right now. There's a big issue going on in the condo market.
Yes.
What could you tell people about that?
Condos are a huge pain point for everyone. Since the collapse of the Florida condos, I think they realized that, hey, a lot of these condo projects have not taken care of deferred maintenance, things that are structural and basic to the entire project because they're shared walls, right? So Fannie and Freddie come up with new guidelines now requiring every condo HOA project to specifically state whether there is deferred maintenance, what kind of deferred maintenance, and if there's any special assessments. So now what that does is a lot of the projects, it wasn't required before, so most of them could just get approved easily. We're seeing more and more because HOA, the way that they answer on the questionnaire and whether there is deferred maintenance, it could be an issue. So I would say if you are doing a listing or offering on a condo, one, you can check if it's already approved by Fannie and Freddie. There is actually a list that you can check. The lenders internally have it. And if that is the case, that's the best case scenario. The loan will zip through without much documentation needed. And then even if it's not approved, doesn't mean it won't be, but you want to make sure that, hey, actually an HOA questionnaire is ordered up front so you understand what you're dealing with.
So what you want to do is make sure not only your agent is asking the right questions, you want to make sure that your lender is asking the right questions too.
Definitely.
Because that is the best way that you're going to have a successful transaction. So what else would you like to let people know?
I would like to let people know that, I think in terms of how we do business is that we are after a kind of like an advisor relationship. We're here for the lifetime of hopefully the client. I'm not going anywhere soon, I hope. So we really want to be the trusted person anytime they have a question related to mortgage financing or even planning for the future. A lot of our clients come down, they buy their first home, and I just had one, they're like, well, we're looking to maybe purchase our next one. How can we get ready? What's our maximum purchase price? By next year, we want to do this. And that's kind of the financial planning that we like to do with our clients. So I think we do the whole gamut, but we like when our clients really trust us to do what we do best.
Oh, yeah. And I usually advise my clients to start 3 to 6 months before they're ready to buy.
Yeah.
Talk to a lender. That way it's not a rushed situation.
Right.
And then you can make sure the credit's okay. Or if there's anything you need to do with that, they can make sure that the money's in the right place for that they need to purchase.
Right.
It's not offshore someplace where they can't get to it. and they're not rushing to get the loan done last minute when they find that one home that they really want to buy.
Right.
They're not trying to get a loan for it. They already have one, and then when they find the home, it's theirs. Yes. Hopefully it's theirs.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.